What's the loneliest thing you've ever done? I thought when I completed my career as a soldier I would feel nothing but honor. But what I feel is nothing. Maybe it has something to do with losing my purpose, losing my bunk mates, but I've never had to confront loneliness as deep as this. I first returned from serving in Iraq in 2005. I thought I'd be happy to come home, but it was the beginning of the end. My platoon and I were released in the gymnasium in formation. All of our families and loved ones were waiting there for us with tears in their eyes. I watched every single one of my squad mates reunite with their family, picking up their kids and kissing their wives. But there was no one there for me, so I just walked back into the empty barracks. No one had been waiting for me. I realized if I had died on duty no one would have missed me. I found a six-pack of beer in the fridge in the back and began drinking it all to myself. I couldn't help but get sentimental and think back to playing cards and telling dirty stories with my squad mates at the best points of my deployment. I kept drinking and started to realize how pathetic it was that I had literally been happier while I was fighting in a war than as a free man. When I finished the case I had the sudden idea that I wanted to go for a run. I just needed to get away, needed to use my body for something. And I laced my boots up and left. I'm not sure what came over me. I originally planned to just run a couple blocks, but the next thing I knew I had been running for 45 minutes straight. It was like I became totally disconnected from my body. I couldn't stop. When I stopped running I had to go back and face the real world and I just wasn't ready. After an hour straight of running, I realized how cold it was outside and my legs started locking up. I thought back to my deployment, thinking about the times when I thought I had run out of energy and somehow dug deep and rallied. Those memories motivated me once again and I kept running for another 30 minutes. I was already dizzy when I started the run, and the last thing I remember is seeing my vision go hazy and then everything went black. When I woke up in the morning, I found myself passed out in the grass beside some highway. I was in my full uniform, looking seemingly unconscious, and nobody had stopped to check if I was alright. I could have been dead for all they cared. And even though I had been there for hours nobody stopped. I had spent all night trying to escape my loneliness only to run directly into the loneliest moment of my life.